Hello and welcome to Cricket and Wrestling for Us. And yes, we are doing predictions for WWE Extreme Rules 2021. I must say, I have my regular Aman Akhtar, the man who is known for his wrestling prowess, wrestling knowledge. So thank you so much for joining. I'm going to ask you very many questions. And yes, that is a word that I just made up. Very many questions, which would be with regards to predicting what will happen at Extreme Rules. Now, are you ready? It's not a rapid fire like Coffee with Curran, but it's close. Right? Ahmad, here we go. The Universal Championship match between Roman Reigns and the Demon, Finn Balor. Who do you think is going to win?
Like I said in the This Week to Wrestling show, I think Roman walks away with the strap. Not saying that it won't be a good match. Both talents will put in a great match. The Demon thing, I think, fair enough, is an added wrinkle, added layer to make that new match more interesting. But ultimately, I think Roman continues with his championship reign.
Yeah, agree with you there. About the Smackdown Championship, Smackdown Women's Championship between Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair, as we spoke about before. That's going to be a great match as well, right?
Yeah.
Who are you calling for in this match?
Like more of the same. I think the match will be great. Both are extremely talented talents. Becky Lynch, considering she just had a baby a few months ago, looks incredible. But yeah, I think the man walks away with it. Hopefully it lasts longer than 26 seconds. But yeah, I think Becky Lynch retains.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. There's no way they were going to take the title off her as soon as they gave it to her in less than a minute. And yeah, there's going to be shenanigans. Tell you what, it's WWE. There's going to be shenanigans. And end result, Bianca loses, but still looks like the hero that she is in the story. If we talk about the Raw Women's Championship in particular, we have Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte Flair. What are your thoughts?
I'm not sure entirely about this one. I think it could go either way. It just depends on what they have in store.
Mm-hmm.
Do they want to prolong the feud because they have nobody else for her? So conceivably, I could see them doing Alexa Bliss winning and then Charlotte winning again just to extend that feud. Or they could just have Charlotte Flair emphatically win and go over and then move on to somebody else. So if you want me to give a name, I would say that Charlotte retains.
I think it makes sense because they might be eyeing up Survivor Series Charlotte versus Becky as
possibly.
As that's a great match. That's definitely a great match.
Match.
Yeah. So I'm actually gonna say something different, and here comes the 5%. I think Alexa Bliss might actually take this one because she's gonna use her magic powers and beat Charlotte Flair. And then I agree. A week later, or like probably the next night, Charlotte Flair gets the win back. But I think as a surprise victory, it might just go to Alexa Bliss, at least in my opinion. But I think in terms of what you're saying, it makes complete sense. The next match we've got is the US Championship match. Damon Priest versus Sheamus, and for some apparent reason, Jeff Hardy being included into this feud, which to me makes sense because, well, it doesn't make sense, but the only reason Jeff Hardy's included because he's gonna get the pin. He's gonna get the pin off of Damon Priest so that Damon Priest and Sheamus can keep going. That's my take. But what do you think, man?
Again, I think it just depends on where they want to go from here. Adding Jeff Hardy again, an extra element, extra wrinkle into that story. But I think, like, I agree with you that probably Jeff is going to get the pin. Is going to put somebody over. So I would think that Damien retains in this match.
Yeah, makes sense completely. He's doing great though in the main roster. He's one of the best NXT call-ups in a while. And do you know why? He has long hair. He looks good, and he's a tall dude. Just saying. All right. And the final two
people, we're not cynics.
We're not cynics at all. If we talk about the other two matches, there's a match between Liv Morgan and Carmela, which to me is just, as you said, it's filler. It's there because it just needs to. It might even be on the pre-show. I hope not, but that match will, again, decent wrestlers. They'll have a good match. But the end result to me, I think Liv Morgan might get the win in this one. But it will be by surprise roll-up. It won't be like a clean finish or anything. What do you think? Who do you think is going to win that one?
I think the opposite, possibly. I think they might give it to Carmela as a surprise roll-up. Maybe her feet will be on the ropes. She pulls the cards just to embellish that heel character a little bit more. So I'd go with Carmela on this one.
Awesome. And just the final match is the SmackDown Tag Team Championships match, which is actually probably in contention for the match of the night, which is the Usos versus Street Profits. Yes, we've seen it so many times, but those two teams are so good. I'm going to once again back the Usos because Bloodline and all that stuff is going on, but that match is going to be absolute fire.
Yeah, 100% agree with you. They'll hit it out of the park with just because of the superstars involved. I'm going to again go different with you. I think the Street Profits might win the championship on this, only because the Usos don't need those championships to feud with the New Day or whoever they're going to feud with. And again, it could just be another wrinkle into that Roman story. Roman retains, the Usos lose. He comes back on them and says, well, I'm the one who's doing all the heavy lifting. I'm the one who's doing keeping the championships, and you're letting the side down. So I just think from a storyline perspective, that might be a good way to go. Whether they do it, I'm not sure, but I think the Street Profits take the straps on this one.
That's a very good thought, and I didn't even think of that. But yeah, that would make a really good story. Oh, this Roman Reigns bloodline thing is so good. It's the best thing on WWE. And you can fight me in the comments below if you do want to personally. But thank you, man. Thank you so much for your time once again. For everyone watching, please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We'll be back next week once again. And yeah, until next time, take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time.